Hey everyone, welcome back to the weekly reaction to My Hero Academia. I haven't reacted in a few weeks, have I? Sorry about that. I think I said last week that my family was coming to visit, so that's why there was no video last week. But I have no reason for there not being a video the week before, but we got 3 chapters to get through today of Hiroaka. Last week we left off with Shigaraki, the League of Villains. We're kind of focusing on them this arc. We left off with them like raiding like the Ku Klux Klan of the My Hero Academia world. We saw Spinner being like, I don't know if I'm going to be League of Villains. And I think I even said I think Spinner is going to turn not to the side of good because he's a wanted criminal, but I think he's definitely going to be like, this isn't for me, this isn't what Stain wanted, I'm out. And then we left off with Gigantomachia like crying because Shigaraki is incredibly weak. And I have the last page of chapter 220, which is where we left off, pulled up, and the doctor had reached out to Shigaraki. The doctor that a lot of people speculate is the same doctor that told Midoriya he doesn't have a quirk. So, get right into this. My Hero Academia 221. All for One's parting gift, an emergency communication from the Doctor. Not Doctor Who, though. And then we have Gigantomachia in the background just going, "Ah! Doctor! This is the Doctor we've been searching for?" Who said that? Oh, Spinner. It seems like all your little friends are with you, staying healthy, I hope. Yeah, although I might be minced meat 1 second from now. Then we have Gigantomachia going for like a punch or something, like gonna slam his fists into the ground. And that's exactly what he does. Just like goes, slams them right into the ground, shatters everything around him. Like shatters their hideout, shatters the mountain, and everyone's just like falling all over the place. I want to accept him. I really do. But I just can't, All for One. I can't accept this little punk. I mean, makes sense. The hell's your problem? He's like scratching his... This is Gigantomachia. He once supported All for One as his bodyguard. Okay, that's interesting. And thus is one of the people All for One trusts most. He possesses otherworldly stamina and is able to wield multiple quirks without needing any modifications. Wow, so this guy has multiple quirks. That's interesting. Oh, I wonder if because he has like such high endurance, if that's why he's able to have multiple quirks. Anyway, next page. As All for One's power and influence was weakened by All Might, and he predicted his imminent defeat, he hid Gigantomachia. Such a meticulous man. This all happened before he even took you in. Okay, so... Oh, wow, so Gigantomachia has been in hiding for a while. He did all this to ensure that no matter what may happen to him, his dreams and his will would live on. And then we have Dabi stepping in. I don't know if it's just my imagination, but this doesn't seem like a nice present to me. Good eye, Dabi. You're exactly right. You see, Gigantomachia's loyalty is simply too strong for his own good, and as a result, he's in despair. He's despairing at the huge gap between his former master and Shigaraki. And Gigantomachia is just like screaming still. So you're telling us to give it our all until he warms up to us? And he just unleashes his quirk. I'm afraid that's impossible. Right now, anyway. Let's see. And something clicks? I guess it's coming from the radio that the doctor is communicating on. And Gigantomachia just like brushes off the attack, and Toga's like, "It's not working, Dabi!" Machia. And then he like comes in, like picks up the radio. And then he's like listening in on him. Oh, and it's like whispering? That's a recording of All for One's voice. He's calmed down now, yes? Oh. Okay. I don't want this thing, Shigaraki. Oh, you don't? Even after all this, you think you can obtain anything just by wishing for it? Huh? You spent too much time with Kurogiri. Open your eyes already. What the hell, Doc? That's awfully cold of you. A moment, please. Heave-ho. Huh? Heave-ho? What's he doing? This geezer just can't get to the point. Actually, so twice just burped, so let me try that again. This geezer can't even get to the... Yeah, that's best. Gene, stop burping, that's gross. And then Toga also burps. Oh, man. So... Oh, man, wait. Is this the doctor's quirk? Okay, so... Right now, the black, ooze that was, that All for One used to, warp everyone to his location during the fight at Kamino Ward is coming out right now. It's coming out of everyone. This is the same quirk All for One used back in Kamino. So why now? I can't even wrap my head around all this. That was Spinner and Compressed that did that. Now then, let's have a talk, shall we? And the doctor just warped all of them to his location. And I've actually never noticed this before. We've seen what the doctor looks like, because like I said, a lot of fans speculate that it's the doctor who told Midoriya he doesn't have a quirk. It looks just like him, and I'm in that same boat. This is old news by now, because I'm 3 weeks late. Anyway, the doctor kind of looks like Eggman from the Sonic series. Anyway. Oh my god. He's making more Nomu. Like the ones that high-end, the one that freaking Endeavor fought. At least they all look like high-end. Like they got that kind of same figure and shape. There's a female Nomu. There's one with multiple heads. There's one that's missing the top half of his head. And one that really looks like high-end. It has the same veins sticking out and everything. Anyway. Okay. And then Toga, that stinks! This place is... What is all this? Nomu? But they're a little different than normal. Ho ho! So you can tell the difference. Ho ho! You really do have a good eye. Indeed, they are different. Indeed, they are different. These children are worlds apart from those low-end products. They're high-end. High-end like that Nomu that Endeavor fought. My Super Nomu that are one step closer to a masterpiece. Amazed, aren't you? To the old Nomu, they're a whole new breed. And they're sentient, too. Most likely. Doctor, I've been searching for you because I had a request of my own. I want you to duplicate a certain bullet for me. The bullets that he took from Kai, from Overhaul. Your hair's grown longer, Shigaraki. Are your father and everyone else well? Yeah. What? What? If he's referring to All for One, the doctor knows that All for One is in prison. He should know that. That's the doctor? I can't make him out with that black light. Stay away! And then he yells at them. It looks like he throws something at them, too. Oh, so he has, a mechanism that, kind of like how they, it's a rail. That's what it is. His, chair is just oh, my apologies, but do not approach me imprudently. Understood? I'll be the one who approaches you when I see fit. Horikoshi, you tease. First, it's Dabu showing up to against Endeavor, and like, oh yeah, their families. It was crazy just thinking about that. But now this, come on, man. If you violate this rule, I'll return you to your original location immediately and have Gigantomachia obliterate you. You're the one who called us here in the first place, crazy old man. Can we just get down to business already? I don't want to reveal my address, so I transported you here myself. Other than Shigaraki, I suppose this is our first time meeting, yes? Although we may have crossed paths somewhere before. Just like Gigantomachia, I am one of All for One's close aides, Daruma Ujiko. Although I just came up with that name on the spot. Okay. Now then, Shigaraki. The reason I summoned you here was out of respect for a compromise I made with All for One. My technology, these children are my very life, were all offerings to the great All for One. Up to now, they were merely getting a small share of. You were getting a small share of those things. But it's not as if I dislike you. I'm doing this for my sake. I want to determine whether or not you are someone worth offering everything to. And then we get a close-up of his face, too. But you've accomplished nothing. So, do tell. What are you, worthless 20-somethings, the trash of society, going to show me? Tomura Shigaraki. And then the last shot is of Spinner, miraculously. But it's also got, like, the thought bubble that, like, pops up, like the... Also, Shigaraki's looking pretty cool. I really like how he's designed. What are you worthless 20-somethings? I don't get what he means by 20-somethings. Like, because they're in their 20s? Because there's not 20 of them. There's like maybe 10. Maybe. Quick quick review of that of chapter 221. It was good. It was good to see the Doctor like in person, even though we didn't get a full reveal. Horikoshi teasing us again, but it was good. It was good to see like Shigaraki's not getting treated by everyone like Kurogiri and All for One did. So it's cool that he himself has to earn the respects of the other followers. Anyway, moving on to chapter 222. The cover page is Deku the Kaiju, and it literally looks completely photoshopped. It's like a drawing of Mothra from Godzilla, just with Midoriya's face, and then Todoroki's asleep. Oh my god, and there's eggs too. That's disgusting. Oh, he just hatched. That's what it is. Ida's crying. Uraraka is like, yeah, and Baku's just like, ah. Anyway, Kohei Horikoshi, My Hero Academia. The poster for the long-awaited movie is finally revealed. Izuku Midoriya. What? Was there another movie coming out? Or is it for the Godzilla movie? Anyway, we'll just jump right in. And then, quick shot of, looks like a flashback again. And then it's a hand, presumably All for One's, like just stretching out. Tenko. No. What will Shigaraki discuss with the Doctor? I don't remember much from the time before I met you and Master. Chapter 222. Tomura Shigaraki, Distortion. Yes, I'm well aware. But even so, when I wear everyone on my body. What? I can feel the rage boiling with me. So those hands aren't just like decoration, they're actual hands. Up until this point, I thought they were just like decorations like for his design, but they're even when when All For One was finally making his move and started to teleport everyone, like, and when Bakugo knocked the hand that was covering his face off, he was like, "Father." I actually also thought that the hands were off because All For One was like, Tomura Shigaraki told All For One, like, "Give me your power," and he was like, "All right, fine." I thought this was a way of like him doing it, like through the hands. Anyway, I've been thinking this whole time ever since that day. So, no one bothered to save you, it seems. It must be so painful, Tenko Shimura. It's a flashback to when All For One picked him up. You must be so scared. I know it hurts. You ran away hoping someone would come to your aid, didn't you? How terrible. And All For One is hugging him. I'm sure a hero will help him. A hero will come soon. Everyone used that excuse to pretend not to see you, didn't they? Who could have made the world into such a cruel place? But it's all right. I'm here now. My memories became clear from the time Master took me in his arms. Until then, I was completely empty. And Spinner, Shigaraki. And then it's a picture of Tomura with All For One in his room. Sorry, I know it's a bit cramped in here, but this will be your room from now on. Starting today, I'll be your master. Master? What are you going to teach me? Doctor. Yes, sir. And now we get a pretty clear shot of the doctor. That's definitely Midoriya's former doctor. And he's in like a suit and everything too, like a black suit. Looks pretty cool. These are the remains of your family. You suddenly awakened to a mutation-type quirk that no one knew about. And went on to murder your family with your own hands. And it's like... I can't tell if this is a flashback in the flashback, but like Shigaraki's like freaking out right now, gripping his hand. Wait, let me check real quick. I can't really tell because right now in the shot he has his gloves on, and it also looks like he's drowning. He's remembering a dog, and that looks like water, but it looks really... Aw, that's sad. Do you remember? And he's like throwing up too. Ooh, this is pretty gruesome. And there's like a bunch of distorted pictures too. There's maybe a broken picture, a little girl, someone with white hair, and then a person. Like just about this much left of a face. At that moment, fragmented images and an unknown nausea-inducing, I think what it is, feeling of exasperation came flooding into my mind. And he like goes to the hands. Shall I tinker with him? No. Even if your memories don't return, these emotions should still be clinging to your heart. What I want to teach you is where to direct those raging emotions. And he's like holding all the hands. Oh man. It's so strange. When I wear everyone, I can feel my stomach crawl like I want to vomit, and yet somehow it calms my heart. Strange, isn't it? Even though all I have left inside me are fragmented memories, even so, it feels like there's a block of lead crushing my heart. And from there, the anger gushes out inexhaustibly. I don't feel the slightest bit relieved. Even though we've caused the decay of hero society. Then it's a flashback of All Might's victory pose. Even though I've become the underground ruler, quick shot of Overhaul, the lead won't go away. I just think I hate everything. Every living, breathing thing irritates me to no end. So let's destroy it all. First, we'll destroy everything. And there's a shot of a child, a person holding flowers, a lot of pictures of Class A, some people just walking around. There's Gran Torino. Not sure what that is, but then there's also like some other heroes. And then it's a quick shot of the Doctor just like looking at Shigaraki. It will be the most beautiful horizon you've ever seen. So lend me a hand, Doctor. I'll show you both hell and heaven on Earth. And Spinner just looks kind of disturbed himself. And then the Doctor finally comes in. Now that's what I call a child's fantasy! And here I was wondering what you'd say with that serious look on your face. Very well, I'll lend you my power, Tomura Shigaraki. Go ahead and show me. A villain is one who makes their nonsensical babble a reality, after all. What? That was easy. Compress said that. And then Toga, you've got some really disturbing ideas in your head, huh, Tomura? Hey, are you even going to, like, destroy things? Are you even going to destroy things I like? My ally's wishes are an exception. You're free to let the things you like live. She's going to say she wants Midoriya to live, and that's going to piss Tomura off. Yay! You're even crazier than I thought, Shigaraki. And then Shigaraki replies to the Doctor, You asshole. You were just screwing with us, weren't you? I just wanted to see how you've developed for myself. I was planning on cooperating with you from the beginning, and these children are one of my contributions. But I have also been busy with research, preparing a special power just for you. However, I won't hand that over just yet. You kids are still weak, and that's a fact. I'll need you to improve your standing at least a little bit. That thing is honest to a fault. You see, unlike me, he hasn't yet deemed you worthy from the bottom of his heart. Gigantomachia. Gigantomachia. Show me that you can make him yield to you. If you can do it, I'll offer everything to you. You must obtain the things you desire with your own hands. Alright. I gotta say, this sure has been a long tutorial. It's cool to see like him talking about things like it's a video game again. Dabi, sorry, but you'll get no help from me. You're on your own for this one, leader. You're just slacking because your flames didn't work on him. Shut your mouth, you crazy bitch. I might have just found us a good ally, so I'm going to work on that. I don't give a damn about your inner feelings, leader. I'm gonna do what's best for me. Got it? I'm looking forward to meeting this new ally. Last time you looked forward to meeting well, you didn't really look forward to him, but you knew that the ally was a big player and a big piece. That led to the internship arc. Well, that didn't lead to it, but that led to the League of Villains side of things. And then the Doctor's back. In that case, I'd like you to help me with a little test run of my high-end, Dabi. Wait. Oh, snap. This is still flashbacks. Because Dabi is talking about Hawks. And the Doctor, he's sending the high-end Nomu. I think we share similar taste. We've both got an eye for beauty. I can tell we'll get along. Were you even listening to what I just said? All right, hurry up and bring us back. I'm feeling pretty motivated all of a sudden. From now on, use these to contact me. And they're like, it's like a case of them, and it looks like they're contact lenses? Oh, that's pretty cool. Now then, John. Who's John? Click. Return them to Gigantomachia. And it's a Nomu head. And the Nomu head is the one with the quirk, like the Spitty Spit quirk. And they all teleport back to Gigantomachia. Yo, your future king has returned. The king is one who inspires fear. Everyone wishes they could be king. The king is someone strong. And then it's a shot of Spinner again looking kind of disturbed. Spinner's definitely going to turn. He's going to leave the League of Villains. Sorry for the long explanation, but that was our situation. A battle against Gigantomachia. Now, I'll get to the main subject. What? So, okay, so it's like a picture of like a deflated blob or something. I have no idea what that is. But we are back with I forget what they're called, but it's the guy from previous chapters before, the guys who do the L shape. The League of Villains will soon be destroyed. A dauntless smile. Chapter 222 end. Moving on to chapter 223. Horikoshi Kohei. Chapter 223, Cockroach. Mid-December. What has become of Shigaraki after he left the doctor's side? And then picture of him sliding back, like he's being tossed or he's trying to get away. Weak! Gigantomachia bursts out of the ground. Bam! And it's like falling out of the sky. And then Shigaraki is melting away. It was twice. Once we get you in the air, you're full of openings! And then everyone's going to attack him. It's Shigaraki, compress, and twice. Weak! And he unleashes like a blast wave. Yeah, because in the translator notes, it's there's a little S like sound thing, and it just translates to boom. And now we have Toga, and Spinner's just back in his normal clothes. I think this is where he leaves. The future king looks like he's in trouble. Same as always, then. In order to earn Dr. Ujiko's full cooperation, we were tasked with subduing the hulking Gigantomachia, but more than a month and a half has passed since then, and Gigantomachia has yet to acknowledge Shigaraki. I think this is Spinner narrating. For 48 hours and 44 minutes straight, this lug will keep on attacking us without a moment's rest. And after that, he'll just sleep for 3 hours before resuming his attacks. His body grows larger during battle, and no matter where Shigaraki tries to hide, Gigantomachia will always find him. According to him, his nose and ears are really sharp. Even if you attack him in his sleep, he reacts immediately and goes back on the assault. And then it's just Shigaraki continue to fight Gigantomachia. And Gigantomachia is smaller now. So, this has been the situation for the last month and a half. Shigaraki has barely slept. But despite his life hanging in the balance in the hands of the beast, for some reason, Shigaraki kept smiling. And then, there's us. Since Gigantomachia's only target is his master successor, he won't even chase us very far, even when we retreat. So, we're taking turns and resting periodically while working hard on subjugating the giant. Okay, so they were just on a break. So, Spinner's not leaving yet. I still say he's going to. We did receive a minimal amount of funding from the doctor, but, as expected, he has yet to offer his full support. And yet, with that small amount of money, we had Toga went and bought herself a duffel coat. It's warm! When you're cold, it dulls your movements, you know. Well, and the A-line is so cute. I love it. You joined because you liked Stain, right? But there isn't even a shadow of Stain left in the league. So why are you still here? I love Staining. I love Izuku. I love Ochako. All I want is to become all the things that I love. Talk about a free spirit. and he's just putting on his gear. Spinner is. He's finally asleep. When the hell does that monster find the time to eat? You still alive, Tomura? Yeah, and he's pretty beat up. And that bastard's starting to get slow. I can tell we're getting closer compared to when we started. I'm gonna make that damn gorilla kiss my feet even if it kills me. That gaze. It looks like that of a young boy chasing his dreams. And then Twice just... Oh, it's Twice. His phone. I thought it was him farting. Huh? It's from Gihren. After I called him so many times and didn't get through, now he's calling you? And where did you pull that phone from? That's a good point. And, oh my gosh, that's right. Last time we saw Gihren, he was captured by that corporation dude. Ask him if this thing is insured. Gihren was still worried about me even after he introduced me to the League. He's a really good guy. Hey, asshole! Why didn't you answer Mr. Compress's phone calls? You're the worst kind of guy, you know that? Actually, that's actually our fault. He did nothing wrong. You are Jin Bubagawara, villain named Twice, correct? Is he using a voice changer? Who are you? What have you done with Gihren? Are you able to check the news at the moment? If so, I'd love for you to take a look. Oh, shoo nuggets. I'm gonna take a quick peek back. Yep. I just wanted to go back to the last page of chapter 222 for a second. Breaking news! Following yesterday's events, more fingers have been found. Fingers? 3 days ago, in front of the villainous Yakuza organization Shie Hasaikai's boss's residence, a middle finger was found. Following that, at the Hosushi terminal, a pointer finger. And yesterday, on the Central Expressway, which was the site of the escort vehicle attack incident, a ring finger. On Ground Zero, in Camino Ward, a thumb. And just now, in the center of Fukuoka, which was recently the host of Endeavor's fierce battle, still fresh in everyone's mind, a pinky finger was found. Authorities believe that the fingers belong to the same person. Furthermore, various clothing items that are thought to be that of the victim's belonging, such as a scarf, sunglasses were also left behind each scene. The police are theorizing that this was organized crime meant to make some sort of statement. Those are all the places that we made appearance. Pleased to make your acquaintance, League of Villains. This is right. Okay, so the leader of the Superpower Liberation Army, SLA. I'm the leader of the Superpower Liberation Army, Redestro. I like Redestro. I like his look. I think he has a very villain-esque look to him. And also, I'm very certain it's his quirk, the mole he has right here, becoming a mask. Yeah. First the Yakuza and now the Liberation Army. What is this, some kind of retro boom? Your books have been selling pretty well recently, right? Don't get carried away with the little passing fad. Someone's in the know. But I'm afraid you're wrong. We're the ones who have started the fad. You sure sound like you're in a good mood. Where's Gihren? What's your objective? He's a really good guy, you know. He's right. He's right here with me. Alive, of course. My objection is the liberation of superpowers. We will destroy the status quo and rebuild this world into a place where people are free to exert 100% of their innate abilities, as they should. So what reason do you have to go against them? Are we gonna lend our name again like we did with the Yakuza? Let our broker go and call back later. I'm busy right now. I hear what you and your little revolution club have to say after I I'll hear what you and your little revolution club have to say after I take care of my own business. I don't think we're in any position to make fun of them. Well, you seem to be taking a break, so just hear me out. First things first. No, we won't release him. He is a hostage, after all. I've heard that you all have a strong bond. His determination is truly praiseworthy. I can tell he's a true professional. And he's just tied up in a chair. He's clearly survived all this time by lurking in the darkness, ever vigilant in the watchful eye of the police and heroes. That's why we fell behind in our pursuit of him through the very same darkness. I do applaud him for perfectly erasing his client list. And even as he lost one finger at the time, not only did he not leak any information, he didn't even make a sound. I'm finally finished restoring the client data. I was completely erased. I applaud his futile resistance, but we liberation soldiers have prepared tirelessly for the coming days, for generations. That's really cool. I like that. So, we're going to look at, I assume, the people who were at the meeting. So, FGI, Feel Good Inc. I think I see what she did there, Horikoshi. You know what she did. Major company, Feel Good Inc. Director and board member, Tomoyasu Chikazoku. We endured. Some more. We slowly spread our roots and prepared. Heartseeker political party leader. Kouku Hanabata. Over 100,000 copies in print. Shuei Isha, executive director. Chitose Kizuki. The Shuei Isha here is a parody of the actual of Shonen Jump, but it's spelled here with a different kanji. Oh, so they just did a little nod to Shonen Jump. Revolutionary Club? I truly despise such jokes. Support company, Detnerat. President and CEO, Rikiya Yatsubashi. 116,516 soldiers are already lying in wait, ready to rise to action at a moment's notice. I don't like self-deprecating humor one bit, League of Villains. One person we didn't see, and we see him in the shot right here, is the guy with the, he was wearing like the Eskimo thing. Like a fur coat. And then Spinner. He must be bluffing. Niigata, I see. You're really hiding deep in the mountains, aren't you? What? What's Spinner's name? Okay, so Niigata might be the location, like where they're at. And then twice throws the phone. Too late! We've already locked onto your position with satellite cameras. No matter where you run, we'll always know your location. You infamous League of Villains. Endeavor! Hawks! Edgeshot! Miruko! Crust! The moment we tip them off, the heroes will deploy all their forces and surround you. How kind of you to give us advance notice. What do you want? The leader of the revolution must be Destro and no other. I'm afraid you kids have gotten a bit too famous for your own good. We will crush you with our own hands. Your deaths will be the harbinger of the Liberation Army's second coming. And those fingers represent our pledge. Oh, that's really cool. So, where they place the fingers and how they place them makes the L that they were all doing. And there's no need to go through the hassle of bargaining. Let us both unleash our superpowers and fight. Right away. You are to come to Daika City in Aichi. And if you do, we'll release Girin. The choice is yours to make, Tomura Shigaraki. Will you fight us and perish? Or get captured by the heroes and wiped off the mat? Declaration of War. My Hero Academia Chapter 223 End. So, what was his name again? Rikiya Yotsubashi. I really like this character. I think this character is interesting. I like his design. It's kind of cool to see, like, I want to be careful with how I word this. I'm not sure how I'm going to word it. I was going to think of like a historical figure to pair it to, but not working out. Anyway, I really like this guy's character. Like I said earlier, his quirk when like the mask covers his face, I really like that. That could also just be like a support item thing. That could have nothing to do with his quirk. But I am excited to learn more about this guy. Rikiya Yotsubashi. So, the Superpower Liberation Army versus the League of Villains. Next week is going to be intense. And this could just be like a total villain arc. After all, they did say this saga is the rise of the villains. So, that's going to be it for this week's. I promise you guys there will be a reaction to My Hero Academia next week. But, for now, that's all I have for you guys. I'm excited. I'm excited to see Shigaraki and the League of Villains versus Superpower Liberation Army. Maybe they'll just wipe the floor. Maybe they'll convince Gigantomachia and wipe the floor with them. It was cool to see where Dabi got the high-end Nomu, and it was really cool to see like that prequel foreshadow that Dabi was already in talks with Hawks. Didn't mean to make that rhyme. But My Hero Academia is getting good. It's getting really good. Oh my god, I can't wait to see all this animated for the anime. This probably won't happen till like Season 5, though, if I'm being honest. I think the cutoff for Volume 4... What I want it to be for Volume 4 is the joint training simulation, but it'll probably end with the Pro Hero arc with Endeavor and Hawks, because all seasons of My Hero Academia leave off with a cliffhanger with the League of Villains. Season 3, we ended off with Overhaul meeting up with the League of Villains. So I feel like Season 4 is going to end with Hawks and Dabi's like conversation, and Hawks being like, "This is why I do what I do." Anyway, that'll be it for this week's video. See you guys next week for Unordinary Fast Pass reaction, and then also for My Hero Academia. See you guys then.